Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first race of our third doubleheader of the 2024 CFRL Cup Series season. Tonight, we are going to be doing a little road racing at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. I'm Ryan Harp, or Darth Kylo, and we should be in for a pretty fun pair of races tonight. Now, of course, going back to last week, a pretty wild finish at Talladega with Kamal Wright executing a perfect last lap pass to end his year-and-a-half-long winless drought and lock himself into the playoffs, and also becoming the fifth different winner of the 2024 season. And hold up here, I'm getting a message here. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah. Kamal Wright, locking himself into the playoffs. Fifth different winner this season. And if we go ahead and look at the points standings, we have a new points leader, and that is the 9 of Michael Whitman with an even 700 points. But he doesn't have that much of a lead, as Tegan Jones is only 3 points behind with 697. Now, obviously, these point totals are definitely going to change. So, and of course, both of them had pretty rough races at Talladega, so hopefully they can do a little bit of a rebound here tonight. Now, of course, now we're going to go ahead and look at the qualifying results. And here's how they're looking. We're going to have 18 drivers tonight, or 17, depending on if one of them shows up or not. But on the pole for Mid-Ohio, we have, surprise, surprise, Bradley Domer Jr. in the 48 with a 120.109, which I believe is another new track record. So pretty wild there. And starting right alongside him is Michael Fox in the 42. Row 2, we have Jared Haw in the 88. And Kevin Hall in the 37, and not the 3, as I mistakenly pointed out last week. Then row 3, we have Michael Whitman in the 9, and Ryan Parsons in the 14. Row 4, we have Spencer Boyce in the 7, and Tegan Jones in the 4. Row 5, we have Kamal Wright in the 10, last week's winner, and Kevin Williams in the 3. That's who I was referring to last week. Row 6, we have Anthony Peters, who's no longer in a Ganassi car. He's moved over to front row, and he's now in the 38, with Sal Zavala in the 13. Row 7, we have J.C. Tirado and Joshua Harris. Row 8, we have David Wessel and Cameron Morris, who is going to be a last-minute addition. And I believe we also have Matt Connors in the 43 joining in now. So 18 car field, or 17, depending on how they sort them here. It should be a really fun road race here at Mid-Ohio, especially considering that I like to say that Mid-Ohio is kind of like a cross between Watkins Glen and Sonoma. Because you have, the long sweeping corners and high acceleration, or high speed zones, I should say, of Watkins Glen, with the hard braking zones and some of the more technical aspects of Sonoma. And this is no easy track to race on, especially with the trouble spots being turns 2 and 3, which is the hairpin, and those up and downhill S curves after the right-hander, after that very long straightaway in that hard braking zone. So, of course, a lot of these guys are going to have to, readjust themselves to the road courses, because it has been a little bit since we've been on one, to successfully get around Mid-Ohio. And I am getting the invite, so I should be able to get ready and join on in here. And yes, Michael Whitman is live this week, so I will be able to follow along with his stream. And let me turn on my little speaker here. So that way, whenever we do, whenever we get to the start of the race here, you'll be able to hear the race chat a little bit better. Alright, so they are going into the lobby, so I will go ahead and join them. Now, before we get started here, I will go ahead and go over the drivers' meeting tonight. So the stage will be from 10 to 11. The pace speed will be 65 miles per hour. And of course, you gotta be cautious when going into those tight corners. And as per usual, you gotta call out when you're entering and exiting due to people liking to run the pit road entry and exit lines. And not just be cautious of the braking zones on the track, but be cautious of the braking points of your fellow competitors and trying not to run anyone over. And this is a rule that our good friend Spencer Boyce should pay close attention to. Rage quitting results in starting in the back for New Hampshire. As of course, the finishing results from this first race at Mid-Ohio will be inverted for New Hampshire, and that will be the starting lineup. Of course, the 48 and the 42 getting in their respective positions. Yeah, here's that very long straightaway after that hairpin. And it does have a curve to it, so it's not entirely straight. So it's kind of like Chicagoland in that aspect. And it is a very long straightaway indeed. Yep, and there is that right-hander going into those up and downhill S-curves. And it is very easy to spin your car out here if you get on the accelerator too early. Yeah, these guys are going to have to be very careful here tonight. Now, as far as the ones to watch, I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on the pole sitter, Bradley Domer Jr., who swept the last doubleheader that we had, which was Watkins Glen and Gateway. So will he be able to repeat the same success tonight? Only one way to find out, as we're getting doubled up here, and we should be ready to go, barring any more issues with the lobby. And they're coming up to that final corner. The restart zone's very odd here, but they're going to take the green flag. Let's go road racing. Go get them, boys.
All right, you're clear there.
Have fun. I bet you it's all up.
Oh my God. I'm spinning out and I just started.
Oh. If I got you there, JB, I did not.
Yeah. A good start.
And it almost put me in the mind
throwing dirt in my face.
Right, I'm working.
Oh my God.
So ZX, I'm sorry. Holy
Sorry,
shit.
Phil.
Did not know you were going to cut in front of me.
My bad.
So much for taking it easy.
Yeah.
My killer tells ZX, I'm sorry.
I tried.
I'm sorry for going.
And I'm in the grass. And I'm
No,
still
Bradley.
in the grass. And I'm still in the grass.
Violet.
Wrong one.
Oh my
Tells me.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
JB was beating grass there, man.
Awesome.
JB, you eat ass, not grass, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my
I misheard.
God.
Oh,
Holy
Harris,
shit.
got murdered.
It fucking threw me into the grass when I'm fucking braking.
It's okay to eat the sweet stuff if you want.
That's a caution because 3 people wrecked
Yeah,
here. I didn't mean
That's
to
a
do that.
caution,
Fucking
right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
braking.
This is a wreck.
Oh, that's gonna kill me.
And that shit just threw me into the.
Caution is already out, and we haven't even completed the first lap. And as you kind of saw earlier in the lap, we know why. As a lot of guys are getting forced off the track and into the grass or in the gravel traps. And the caution is out for contact between the 12 of Joshua Harris and the 41 of David Wessel. And we saw a few guys out in the gravel trap in that hairpin. And one of them was the 38 of Anthony Peters. And of course, both Cameron Morris and Matt Connors are racing tonight as well. Yeah, and there is the 38 of Anthony Peters. Of course, a new ride this week, no longer with Penske, or Ganassi, I should say. But he is now running the 38 for Front Row Motorsports. Yeah, so already a pretty crazy start here tonight at Mid-Ohio, and I believe the pits will be open this time. We have about 8 laps to go in the stage here, and yep, everyone is coming in. Or no, everyone's staying out. We have a couple takers, and they're led by the 10 of Kamal Wright, last week's winner at the place, Talladega, followed by Cameron Morris, Kevin Williams, I got it right this time, Joshua Harris, Sal Zavala, James Iconelli, who is also in the field tonight, you know, David Wessel, Anthony Peters, Matt Connors. So I believe they're just going to be topping off here, 2 tires and fuel. But of course, some of them might play the long game and take 4 tires now. And it is Kevin Williams that has the first car, the first stall on pit road. So whenever everyone does come in, we'll be able to see who wins the race off pit road from his perspective. So Bradley Domer Jr. able to hold on to the lead after all that, all of those interesting scenarios that we had on lap 1. Of course, they're getting doubled up here, and we should be good to go this time. Of course, I believe they're going to be slowing down just a little bit, so that way all the guys who came on the pit road can catch up to the rest of the pack. And so Bradley's still leading. Michael Fox still in second. And it's all Chevrolets in the top 5. With Bradley, Fox, Kevin Hall, Jared Haw, and Michael Whitman. Hopefully we can get ourselves one green flag lap in as they come off that very tricky final set of corners. Green flag is out. We are back underway at Mid-Ohio. Gonna take a look at the reverse camera. And of course you see some guys using the pit exit to get a lower line through that first corner. That is legal. Oh, Jared Hall making a huge dive bomb. He's going to take 2 spots away. But Bradley was still able to hang on to that lead. Oh, we got one car out in the gravel. Two cars out. I believe that is the 3 and the 12 that are out, but they keep it going straight. Oh, that very hard braking going into that right-hander. Of course, those tricky curves up and down the hill. And it looks like everybody got through it cleanly. Oh, we got the 9 in the grass. And we got a few more cars in the grass from 5th on back. Now we got the 42 running wide. And we do get a green flag lap in. And Bradley Domer Jr. leads that one. And from the looks of it, the top 4, all Chevrolets, have broken away from the rest of the field. And we got a battle for 3rd between the 9 and the 37, and it looks like Whitman will take advantage of it. So Hendrick running 1st and 3rd right now. And all the while, Tegan Jones is leading the 2nd pack, as he is currently running in 5th place, followed by his teammate, the 14 of Ryan Parsons. And behind him, 2 more Chevrolets, the 88 of Jared Haw and the 7 of Spencer Boyce. And of course, Spencer Boyce won Canadian Tire in our first doubleheader of the year. So that win might have saved him an extra 60 or 70 bucks on a new controller. Hall, especially if he starts battling with the 9 again. And it looks like we have 4 laps to go in the stage. Bradley's still leading, but that 42 is not letting him go that easy. Yes. Oh, he's right on that back bumper now. But Bradley gets that better acceleration off. Now that corner is a hairpin because it is a straight U-turn. But it is a very wide or a very long hairpin. Oh, we got one car in the grass way on back there. And Bradley has broken away from the 42 just a bit more now. Using up every bit of real estate that he can. And then looking at this battle for the lead, it looks like Fox is better on entry, but Bradley's better on exit. And of course, it was these two drivers that duked it out for the win at Watkins Glen in our last doubleheader. And it looks like we got another battle for third between the 37 and the 9, as Kevin Hall has gotten back around the 9 of Michael Whitman. Yeah, that's a very tricky curve going up and down that hill. And again, it is very easy to spin your car out if you're just that early on the accelerator. This is overall a very tricky track to handle. Or to navigate, I should say. As we now have 2 laps to go in the stage. as they cross the line on to take lap 9, as they are on lap 9. Funny I say that, and I'm looking at the 9. We got this battle over here. I believe this is for a top 10 spot between the 41 and the 14, as Wessel goes way wide into that hairpin, and that's going to allow the 14 to catch up. Or is everyone all spread out now? Yeah, and it's not just those S-curves on the hill that's a big issue for a lot of these guys, but that whole sequence of corners, yeah, it can force you out off the track if you're not careful. Alright, so here we are, last lap of the stage. Bradley still holding strong, but the battle for third is still heating up between the 9 and the 37. But Whitman gets the better of Hall for now. And again, as you see right there, Fox is a lot better on entering the corners than Bradley, but Bradley is a lot better at exiting the corners than Fox. So it is a pretty even matchup between the two best road racers in the CFRL right now. Looks like we got a battle for fifth brewing between Tegan Jones, Jared Haw, and Spencer Boyce. And that is for 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. And Fox still has one more chance to make a move for the stage win, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Bradley Domer Jr. picks up where he left off in the last doubleheader, and he gets the stage win at Mid-Ohio. And we got Bradley Domer Jr. winning, Michael Fox second, Michael Whitman third, Kevin Hall fourth, Tegan Jones fifth, Jared Haw sixth, Spencer Boyce seventh, David Wessel 8th, Kamal Wright 9th, and Ryan Parsons 10th. We're still waiting on some guys to catch up to the lead pack. We got the 2 Childress guys, the 3 of Kevin Williams and the 8 of JC Torado. And way on back there is the 43 of Matt Connors, so he might have gotten into some trouble. And of course, pit road will be open this time, so I guess that will mean everybody's going to be coming in. So with the way these guys are running right now, the only way to gain any sort of positions on the track is, well, on pit road. And it's all in the hands of the crews, as everybody is coming in. And with everyone coming in, let's go ahead and put our camera on the 3 of Kevin Williams. See who wins the race off of pit road. Whereas Bradley has the second stall. Yeah, and it looks like Michael Fox might have beaten Bradley off the pit road. Yeah, the 42 of Michael Fox wins the race off of pit road. So we have a new leader at Mid-Ohio, and it's the 42. Everybody's getting ready to double up. And that means we'll be going green this time. And hopefully this restart will not be like the start of the race. Especially since everybody's now starting to get used to the track and how it runs. They're coming through those final set of corners. And as they're coming around the final left and right, or right and left, it's time to crank it up.
Nervous.
I got 2 at the start there. Okay.
Oh my. Damn.
Here we
Wow.
go.
I hit that fucking curb and it just. God.
I'll just chill back here.
Sorry.
Without hitting anybody.
Oh, you're so bad fast. I'm sorry if I'm
Dog,
hitting
I
there.
love you.
I can't get this car to stop.
Hey,
I gotta say, for what we were doing there, we got out there pretty good. Because I gotta run from hell when that middle split like it did. And I'm gonna dodge y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, good run.
No, you're good.
Oh, shit.
I almost got killed. Your ass.
Oh. No. You got it, Tegan. Come on.
Oh no.
Thank you.
My car is way too loose to run in there side by side like that.
Sorry about that there, Todd.
Good. No! Oh my god!
Yeah, I could not believe he made it work when he did on that restart there. Tegan fucking went through the. Bradley went wide. Yeah. If it went for my killer, I would have you could have gone to the lead because he was. Yeah, I was pushing him all the way down the front stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing that up there, fellas.
Was going down there.
Maybe we gave Stump Hawk for Hawk to talk
Tell me one reason
about.
why I'm down here, JP.
Yeah, right.
I'm not trying to hit you.
Drag race.
This is a pretty good battle up here for the lead.
Yeah, it is.
Got these cats side by side down the straightaway.
What's up? You scared the shit out of me. And made me go wide. Holy crap.
Whenever I downshift
Save it. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Well, there went. Well, then we lost a whole bunch of stuff there.
Hi, Wessel.
Whoa.
Hi.
Yeah, I just
Hi.
dragged all over the place. So if I got into you, I'm sorry.
I got into you too.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah,
Oh my.
that wasn't an ideal situation, Tegan, but
Ah.
it could have been worse.
Oh, great.
Yeah, sometimes they don't let you fucking save it.
Hey, 3 SHR cars are playing.
And so another very wild restart here, as we see some guys going off in the grass. We saw Michael Whitman, again, get sideways off of that, those up and downhill S-curves, and we also saw a battle for the lead as Bradley Domer Jr. has retaken the top spot from Michael Fox. And because of all that battling, we have a new guy running in third, and that is the Ford Tegan Jones. And while Bradley might not go wire to wire, he's definitely on track to lead the most laps. I mean, even though Bradley retook the lead, Fox, who was in the lead earlier, he's still breathing down the 48's neck. Again, Bradley Domer Jr. and Michael Fox, two of the best road racers here in the CFRL. And they're definitely showing that tonight here in race 1 of our doubleheader. And I believe the caution is out. Yeah, caution is out, so something happened further on back. I believe it was if I were to guess, it was the 9 and the 88 that got together. At least if I can look on Michael Whitman's stream. But, oh, that's what happened. That final left-hander coming to the start-finish line, it was Kevin Hall that hit the inside wall, went off the track into the gravel, then came back on it, and then Whitman just had nowhere to go. And then Jared Haw was just the innocent bystander. And the 24, James Iaconelli, is on pit road. Maybe he got a little bit of involvement in that. Alright, so the caution is out once again for another on-track incident. Since these guys just came on the pit road, I don't know if they're going to be coming back in, but we shall see. And yep, everyone is coming back in. Yeah, everyone is coming back in as we have about 26 laps to go now as they just crossed the line. Now will Michael Fox be able to repeat the last cycle of pit stops and win the race off of pit road? And yes, he will. Fox wins the race off of pit road once again. So Fox's thinking is probably, if I'm not going to win the race on the racetrack, I might as well win the races off of pit road. And that's how I'll get that track position. Of course, everyone is slowing down to a crawl to allow everyone to catch up here. Or as they stop for a brief moment, and they are going back under pace speed. Again, that very long straightaway going into a very hard braking zone. And a braking zone that's very hard to judge the spot and where you actually should brake. Brake too early and you risk getting dive bombed, but brake too late and you're going in the grass. And if you've raced Race A in this week's daily races on Gran Turismo 7 with the Porsche 911 GT3 at the Circuit de la Sarre with no chicane, then you should definitely know what I'm talking about in that department. And everyone's doubled up once again, so we should be going green this time. Will Bradley Domer Jr. retake the lead from Fox? The green flag is out and we are back underway at Mid-Ohio. And Tegan Jones got a great restart as the 42 and the 4, the 42 and the 48 go wide, and that's going to allow Tegan Jones to take the lead. So Fox was in the lead, but now he's dropped down to 5th as Bradley Domer Jr. gets in the grass a little bit. Now he's under pressure from the 14 of Parsons, and Jones has lagged out. Tegan Jones has lagged out. Yeah, Tegan Jones has lagged out of the race. As is the 2 of Cameron Morris. And so Bradley has taken over the lead. He's basically been gifted the lead this time around. By virtue of Tegan Jones lagging out. And I would definitely say that this lag out was not as shocking as Kamal Wright's lag out with 3 laps to go at Richmond. But it is still shocking considering that it's Tegan Jones. And Michael Whitman, who was one of those cars that was involved in that last wreck, like, he's now stuck in the back of the pack and has to work his way through traffic. Yeah, and I talk about that braking zone, and you see those brake markers on the fence on the left side there. Yeah, those don't really do you any good as the A to JC Toronto goes off on those S-curves there. Yeah, those braking markers don't really help all that much because they're actually toward the end of that braking zone going into that corner. And really the ideal spot to brake for that hard right-hander after that long straightaway is right where that that opening is on the left side wall. And Michael Fox has recovered a little bit as he's now in 3rd, but he has some work to do as Ryan Parsons is now attacking Bradley for the lead. And we are going to ride along here with Bradley to show you what I'm talking about when it comes to that braking zone. And it's that opening right there where you should brake. Either right at that opening or just a little after that. That's the ideal spot where you should be braking for that corner. Oh, it looks like Bradley got a little sideways there in that very sweeping but technical section of the track. And now Parsons is under attack from Fox for 2nd. So a pretty nice recovery from the 42 so far. Oh, now they're almost side by side for a second. As we now have the 10 of Kamal Wright in 4th place. And it looks like we're under caution once again. Yeah, we're under caution once again. And so, another incident in the back of the pack. Hopefully I can, find out what happened here.
Was I the only one?
At least I got to go fix my damage. I wanted to probably get more. You just lag out.
I don't know. I lost the party first. Everybody started fucking losing connection to me, and then, I mean, on my screen I took the lead and everything, so, yeah. It's whatever. It's not even a game. It's fucking PlayStation Network.
Well, I wasn't able to find what caused the caution, but you heard it here on the chat. Tegan Jones has lagged out of the race. And obviously he's showing his frustration. Obviously very disappointed. So that's going to allow Michael Whitman to extend his points lead even more if he finishes where he is. But for Tegan, it's a double-edged sword because sure, you may lose out on points in this race, but you're starting on the pole for New Hampshire. Or at least very close to it. And of course, everyone is coming in once again. Now Fox has been very good on pit exit, so we're hoping to see if he can replicate those same results here. And no, it's Bradley that wins the race off. And so Bradley Domer Jr. wins the race off of pit road this time. And it looks like everybody's going to stay where they ran. As everybody's going to be slowing to a little bit of a crawl to allow the rest of the field to catch up. So hold on a second. I think I actually kind of forgot to start a party once again, so I will go ahead and do that. And I will invite Deegan Jones in here. I'm trying to figure out how to do it as I go along here, but kind of really hard to do here. Even as they're coming through, that final right and left-hander before the start-finish line are going green. The green flag is out once again, and we are back underway at Mid-Ohio. We got the 38 off into the grass, and it looks like Parsons has taken the lead now. Oh, we got some contact between the two leaders. Oh, but Bradley pulls the old switcheroo in the hairpin. But they're still side by side for that lead. Even more contact between the 48 and the 14. Yeah, and Bradley holds on to that top spot. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to, get Tegan in here. But anyway, we still got the battle for the lead because Parsons isn't going away from Bradley just yet. But it looks like Parsons might have made a little bit of a mistake in those S-curves. Now he's under attack from the 42 of Fox once again. Oh, Parsons got sideways there, and that's going to allow Fox to try and get alongside, but he holds on to that second spot still. And all the while, Bradley is just pulling away. Yeah, look at that run he got on the exit of that corner. As we have about 19 laps to go now. Bradley still leading now. Yeah, I'm still trying to work this out here. Oh, I'm not doing that. So, yep, it is still Bradley leading. So meanwhile, we got a battle for second between the 14, the 42, and the 10. And Michael Whitman has recovered nicely from that that one accident between him, the 37, and the 88, as he's now running in the top 5 once again. Oh, we got Kamal Wright surging up there a little bit. So will he be the next one to lag out? So Parsons has broken away from that, what is now a battle for third between the 42 and the 10. Meanwhile, we're looking at the 88 of Jared Hall, who's currently running in 6th. Wessel 7th, Hall 8th, Harris 9th. And I believe that is the 38 back there in 10th. No, it's the 13 of Sal Zavala running in 10th. Oh, as we got one car in the grass, and it's the 88 of Jared Haw. And we got one car almost in the gravel, and that's the 7 of Spencer Boyce. As we now have 16 laps to go in the race. But I will go ahead and invite Tegan Jones to the party here. Yep, Tegan Jones has joined the party. So, yeah, a pretty wild race we've had so far, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been an alright race. It would have been better if I got to stay in it, but, you know, whatever. It must be a Sony thing or something, because me and S'mores literally lagged out the same lap, so.
Yeah, and I saw both of your cars on pit road, and I was thinking, like, well, I know you lagged out because I saw your car disappear from one of the in-car cameras, but, well, I didn't see S'mores lag out until...
S'mores lagged out on the actual restart, so...
Well,
mine, I've actually got I've got Matt on pit road, but I think he's racing, so it's just weird.
Yeah, he is on pit road on my view, so maybe he might have lagged out also. Yeah, so I was, I know I got your message that said send me invite, but I know I have you in the party here, but I didn't know if how to invite you to the actual game from my position.
I was actually able to get back on the game off of somebody else's name, so.
Alright, so now you're able to look at what I'm looking at, correct?
Yeah, yes, correct. I'm back into the race watching.
Yeah, so I do have to ask you, what's been your opinion on Bradley's performance so far?
Oh, I mean, this is Bradley's race to lose, unless he fucks up on a driving it too hard somewhere around this racetrack. He shouldn't lose it unless it comes down to strategy, and I don't know if it will. I don't think fuel mileage will be a part of the play. I think they're still going to be short, even if they try to save. But Mind Killer is a sly dog. He may pull it off. As long as he doesn't use neutral, he'll be fine. So, we'll see. I think there is some strategy going on right now. I do feel like Bradley might be saving some because Ryan's been catching them for a little bit. So, just something to keep in mind.
And of course, the 42 of Michael Fox is currently running in 4th. He was in the lead earlier, but he kind of just lost it on those restarts there.
Yeah, I had a good restart before I lagged out. They kind of took each other wide, and I took advantage. And as soon as I took the lead, that's when my party kind of went to like completely went out. I started losing connection one by one to everybody, so I pretty much knew that I was going to lag out by then. I was hoping that I wouldn't, but I knew 90% sure I was about to lag out. So it's just, it is what it is. It's I don't know. We were fine when Xbox was down. Now Xbox is up. Now our shit's back to running like garbage again. So they should have just left the Xbox down and been done with it, in my opinion. The hell with them.
Yeah, and it's a very odd post on the NASCAR Heat Facebook saying, the Xbox servers are back up when it's their first post in, what year is it now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the only time they post anymore is when they're having to work on a damn server. And the last 3 servers that's been down has been Xbox. So it's like I was telling the guys when I popped back in the chat. I don't understand what's going on. iRacing literally bought this from 704. I don't understand why we can't have our lobbies worked on. It makes absolutely no sense, especially considering we know we're going to have at least one more full year next year on this game. So I don't understand why they just will not work on it, and it looks like the caution's out for some reason. So that takes strategy out of it completely. Oh, actually, no, it does not. This is going to be a tight race.
Oh, well, something happened in the back between one of the guys, so yeah, the caution is out once again. So take
my
Eric.
guess is they're going to go back to green with 10 to go, and some of these guys cannot do 10 laps on fuel.
Yeah, so well, you might have said throw strategy out the window, but with about 10 laps to go in the race when we go back green, and some of these guys not being able to run 10 laps, yeah, strategy is definitely going to come back into play.
Yeah, I think now we're going to see who runs really hard. We may see some people that's been really good on this road course kind of take it easy for a few laps, try to save that lap out of it.
Yeah, and speaking of fuel strategy, and you are one of the admins in here, so explain to the folks at home the new rule change this year involving drivers using shifters when they're racing on wheels.
So we had so many races last year, and it wasn't just one person. It was 2 or 3. That was just running races, basically the whole race, just putting it in neutral, saving gas, 2 laps every run, and that was such a disadvantage. Especially considering that one of those drivers done it basically from the end of the first stage to the end, and was going to make it without even stopping, let alone taking less fuel. So some of the admins decided to kind of take a vote on just getting, kind of outlawing it completely. So now if it comes down to where somebody saves gas, they have to prove it that they did not do it with neutral, which means we have to have video clips. So it's just, you save gas, you do it with your pedal or your finger. You don't do it with neutral, basically what it comes down to. And you can't do it during stages, the first stage either.
Yeah, so pretty interesting rule change that especially applies to road courses like this, as well as, the 1.5 miles and the short tracks. But running on super speedways like Daytona and Talladega, it is kind of easier to use the pedals to save gas, especially since you're essentially letting the draft work for you in that instance.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, obviously you can't use neutral at road course. I mean, at plate track. So, and it's kind of sketchy using them on a road course too. So, on a road course, you can kind of just save gas by, using different shifting points and stuff like that. So, I feel like we're going way too fast under caution here.
Yeah, especially with again, a lot of these guys that came onto pit road are wanting to catch up. Yeah, and I was just, explaining earlier that that really hard braking zone into that hard right-hander after that long straightaway that we just passed. So, and you do see those braking markers on the fence there, but they're way too far into that corner, and you have to brake like a lot earlier than that.
Yeah, you're talking about turn 1, or are you talking about the long straightaway?
Yeah, I'm talking about the that right-hander after that very long straightaway at the start of the lap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just everybody has different braking points, and now we're really having to go slow to let people catch up. So, so they were actually catching up somebody that stayed out.
And that was the 38 of Anthony Peters that stayed out.
Jumbled up restart. So he must have actually pitted before the caution come out, which kind of makes sense because everybody was kind of with their fuel lots on. So I don't understand who we're waiting on because I don't see nobody behind unless it's Matt, because Matt is showing on pit road, but I think he's actually still on the racetrack. So
yeah, that's another very.
Oh no, they're actually pushing him to pit road.
Oh, so he's out again.
This takes fuel mileage completely out of it because now they're going to be able to do a lap. They're going to have to actually let him get his lap back, and plus they're going to have to go another lap. So this kind of, just in my opinion, kind of gives the race to Bradley.
Yeah, so it was Anthony Peters that actually ran out of gas under caution there, as we have a few other takers on pit road. The 12 of Harris, the 13 of Sal, the 24 of Iconelli, all coming in. So it looks like they might not be able to make it on fuel.
Well, I mean, they're probably just topping it off to make, insurance, but they didn't have to pit. This race completely now is a no strategy race. That was 10 to go there. We're going to be coming 9 to go, and that's if they don't have to waste another lap to get him back on the lead lap. So this just completely just throws the race basically just upside down. It's just, this is just stupid in my opinion. And while we are going so fast back around the racetrack, when we're going to have to let him get his damn lap back, is beyond me. So
yeah, there are some things that happen in this league that just cannot be explained. And of course, I have Whitman's stream up and running, and looks like they have about it is 10 to go right now. So yeah, it will be 9 to go when they go back green here. Well, that is if they let the 38 get his lap back.
Well, I mean, if they don't get his lap, but let him get his lap back, I don't understand what the point of pushing him was, to get him back to pit road and call it off a lap. So if that happens, I'm going to be pissed off as an admin, because that wasn't done nothing but for a reason to make everybody safe on gas.
Well, he has caught up to the tail end of the field, so it should be interesting what they do here. But it looks like, since they've all doubled up, it looks like we're going to go back racing here. So, yeah, pretty interesting decision pushing Peters onto pit road that late. Yeah, the green flag is out. We have 9 laps to go at Mid-Ohio. This is going to be a wild one. Oh, we got the 3 spinning out on the left side of the track. Yeah, Bradley has kept the lead, at least for now, as the 14 of Parsons underneath him, trying to challenge him for that top spot. But Bradley keeps it. Now we got a battle from fourth on back between the 41 and the 42. But Fox holds on to that 4th spot. And you can just throw everyone under a blanket back there. And Bradley's still hanging on with coming to 8 laps to go here now. Yep, 8 laps to go at Mid-Ohio. Bradley Domer Jr. still leads, followed by the 14 of Ryan Parsons. the 9 of Michael Whitman, the 42 of Michael Fox, and the 41 of David Wessel. That is your top 5. Bradley has definitely put on a clinic so far tonight. He's just a few laps away from winning another road race and another race in a doubleheader. And meanwhile, the 14 of Ryan Parsons is under attack from the 9 of Michael Whitman as he gets into the grass a little bit. And he's going to let the 9 in. 7 laps to go now. Yeah, and that 9 trying every which way to get around Parsons. And even forcing the 42 into the grass to do it. Still trying every single which way he possibly can to get around that 14 per second. Possibly challenge his teammate for the lead, but it looks like with the way Bradley's been running this entire race, that's definitely going to be a tall order. They're now coming to the line here with 6 laps to go. And the 14 has pulled away. All the while, it is Bradley still very much leading. Meanwhile, we got I believe this is the battle for 6th. For 7th, I believe. Actually, this is a battle for 8th between the 88 of Jared Hall and the 7 of Spencer Boyce. Well, it looks like the 12 of Joshua Harris made a bit of a mistake going into that right-hander. And Jared Hall is trying to make a move for 7th as the 9 of Michael Whitman's on the track. Like, stopped in the middle of the track, so something must have happened to him. Oh, I'm looking at a stream. He got a penalty. He got a course-cutting penalty. So that's going to cost him a couple spots. 5 laps to go. No more cautions. Michael Fox has taken over 2nd, but Bradley has pulled away from him. So it's pretty much going to come down to Bradley making a mistake to allow the 42 of Michael Fox to catch up. Well, hopefully, because I said that, I don't jinx it. And Bradley still very much holding on to that top spot. He's been dominant the entire night as he gets into the grass just that little bit.
Curious to see who's going to make the mistake first. Because I feel like Mindkiller is actually catching him.
Yeah, we're catching him just a little bit, but he's running out of time to do so as we have 4 laps to go now. And of course, with Bradley leading, he can take it a little bit easier, but he probably doesn't want to rest on his laurels just a little bit. And basically force the 42 of Fox to push. And because that 42 is pushing, I think he might be the first to make a mistake. But of course, I could be wrong on that assessment.
It just depends. These two run this road course really hard. They're I've been saying it all week. They're on edge, and sometimes you kind of step over that line.
Yeah, no, road courses like this, it is very easy to step over said line. Oh, it looks like Fox got a little bit sideways. Coming off of that hill. I believe we have 3 laps to go now. And the gap between the 2 leaders has still stabilized. But the 42 definitely has his work cut out for him. And if he wants to make that move, he's running out of time to do so. We got another battle between the 88 and the 7. It looks like the 88 will get the best of that. Yeah, and Fox might be catching Bradley just a little bit. We got 2 laps to go. And we got Cameron Morris in the chat cheering that 48 on.
Yeah, Morris does not want to see another cut line winner.
And of course, Fox is on that cut line. Yeah, and that's a very tricky corner to get right. And these corners here are also very tricky. But Bradley has definitely done a very good job in navigating all of these corners. But it's not over yet, as we still have pretty much a whole nother lap to go. And anything can happen, and it looks like Fox has actually caught up to Bradley quite a bit.
Yeah, he's pushing it really good hard now because he's getting loose, so it's going to come down to maybe who makes a mistake here. So we're coming to the white flag.
Yeah, hold on, folks, as this race is definitely not over yet. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Yeah, that gap has definitely come down significantly between these two. And now the question is, who will flinch first? Yeah, Bradley gets that much better run off of that that first hairpin.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, he's there now. But the only chance that Fox has now is a dive bomb, because he's still a little too far back. Yeah, he's still too far back. He has one more chance, but it's not going to happen. As they come off that final left-hander, Bradley Domer Jr. wins it at Mid-Ohio.
Would not be surprised if we don't see two 119 lap times there from these two. I think Michael I already know that he did run it, and I'm pretty sure Bradley probably got down to it too. So.
Not only were these two the dominant cars of the night, but they were definitely the two fastest cars of the night. And of course, Bradley getting his 4th win of the season.
Looks like Mike might have got back up to 5th after his little penalty.
Yes, he did. He got himself a top 5 after all of that. So I'm probably gonna do post-race interviews with the top 3, so that way we can have some time between this race and the race at New Hampshire. I'll probably do the same thing after New Hampshire too.
We had quite a bit of lag out in this race, by the way.
Yeah, we had you, Morris, and maybe
Kamal.
Matt and Kamal. So yeah, Kamal did lag out.
I'm not sure about Matt.
Yeah, his is a very interesting case. As Bradley was hitting the barrels on pit road on my view.
Yeah, 19904. Oh, Kevron was a 2081, so we only had 1:19 lap time.
Yep, and it was Michael Fox with a 119.904, so a really fast lap time from the 42, and I'm guessing that he got that lap when he was trying to chase Bradley down.
I think he actually got it pretty early because he mentioned that lap while I was still in the race. So.
All right, well let's go ahead and bring Bradley in here. If I can find him here. There he is. Yeah, and there he is, your race winner, Bradley Domer Jr. You easily had the most dominant car tonight, as you led all but I would say probably 3 or 4 laps. But what was the race like and how you were able to dominate it so easily? Yeah, speaking of that last run, when Michael Fox got clear around the 14 of Ryan Parsons, like, he was chasing you down like mad. Even, even like being on your bumper at one point or another. How were you able to stave him off? Now we got New Hampshire up next, and of course, the last doubleheader we ran, you swept it. So do you think you have what it takes to sweep it again? Yeah, and speaking of which, Tegan is in here, and I think he might have a question for you.
I don't think I do. I think you answered the one I wanted, so that was if he was worried about Fox catching him. So I do think if Fox would have had a couple more laps to get by Ryan, it would have been a whole lot closer than what it was. But I don't know what the end result would have been because we kind of raced my killer like an ass. So
Yeah, well, congratulations on a dominant win at Mid Ohio, and we'll see you in a few minutes at New Hampshire.
I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of here and hop back over there.
All right, and we'll see you in a couple minutes, I guess.
Maybe I'll stay in this race. It sounds like we're gonna have a lot of start parks, so maybe that'll help.
Well, I know Kamal Wright's definitely one of them.
Yeah, I think Ryan's another. So we may actually just ask them to not even start the race because I don't want to fuck up the lobby. So I will talk to you later.
All right. And now I will go ahead and bring in our runner-up finisher, the 42 of Michael Fox. And of course, he definitely had the second best car out of everyone in the field. And he tried to chase Bradley down as hard as he could, but ultimately it was for naught. But he gave a valiant effort, and there he is, your second place finisher, Michael Fox. You, as I said before you came in here, you had like the second best car of the whole night, but that final run, you were chasing Bradley down like crazy, but in the end, it was ultimately not meant to be. You think you definitely could have got around him if you were like just that little bit closer?
I could have if I probably was a little. I was being at my best aggressive as I can, but also trying to be as safe as I can. I had a run at one point, but then I got cut off by Mike Man, which was a good thing right there. I mean, it was a good move. I had a run off of that first corner, but I was really putting on some laps that last run. A little bit more, I probably would have had Bradley. I mean, depending on how the fuel was going. I mean, with that last caution, the fuel saving kind of like got thrown off. And I mean, second fastest, I don't know. I think I probably was the fastest one. I got the fastest lap that race.
And yep, you did get the fastest lap with a 1:19.904. So now my question about that lap is, did you get it while you were chasing Bradley down, or was it earlier on in the race?
I got it while chasing Bradley down. But I also got like in the 119s like early on in the race. So I was like fast during the whole race, but with what was going on with some things that I was doing, messing up, that one restart, just messing up that first corner, nearly putting Bradley in the grass, and he managed to get back up to first, and I dropped back to fourth, and got back to third right there, and there was another situation where I was like trying to save fuel with the gears, and I hit the grass coming off one of those corners, and bad fast passed me. So I mean, it was just some mistakes and unfortunate situations that kind of led to one thing and to another.
Yeah, well, of course, after this race, we gotta do it all again in a couple minutes and go to New Hampshire. So, New Hampshire is a very different track. So, what's your strategy going to be looking like going into that?
I really don't know. I don't even know how well I'm going to finish that race. I don't know if I'm going to be that good. Yeah, I think if you ask me, probably the one that's going to do good, probably better than everyone, probably Spencer. So he might be one to look out for in that race. But I really don't know where I'll finish. I'll do my best. I'll give it my all like I always do, but I just haven't really been that great in some of these oval tracks. My road course seems to be better.
Yeah, well, Spencer will definitely be the one to watch until he isn't, then he spikes his controller on the floor. But, congratulations on a very solid runner-up finish, and, we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right. I'll see you there. Where's that party chat? Oh, there it is. Okay. What the hell? I sent the request and what the hell? I don't know what's going on. I can't join. Join the thing. Why is it's giving me a request to join?
Well, of course,
I can't even leave this chat.
Really, huh?
Oh. I think I gotta leave this party and then...
Yeah, I think you kind of have to leave the party. Or leave this one.
The hell? Okay, yeah.
Okay, that was a very interesting exit from this party chat. So let's go ahead and quickly get our third place finisher, Mr. Ryan Parsons, in here. And there he is, Ryan Parsons, your third place finisher here at Mid-Ohio, race 1 of the doubleheader. So, pretty wild race overall. Another up and down day for you, but it ends up with a very solid third place finish. Take us through that race and how crazy that was.
It was a crazy race. I got lucky. Obviously, the contact that I did not want to have happen with Mike when I got loose trying to catch the car, and it just kept going right when I tried to turn left. So, to be honest with you, I got lucky, and not in the way I wanted to. So, I'll take a third place, but definitely not how I wanted to get it.
Yeah, but and earlier on in one of those runs, you were like right up there with Bradley, challenging for that lead. But did you think you had anything for him?
Probably not. He was just managing the race really well, where I was trying to push and see what I could do. Bradley was really good all night, so I don't think I would have had anything. So, congrats to him.
Yeah, and a pretty dominant race from him. But we've got to do it again in a few minutes, and we go to New Hampshire. Now, how does it feel, running a whole 50% race 1 minute and then going into another 50% race after the one you just ran?
Well, I'm not racing the doubleheader this time around, but it's definitely difficult to do it. So sucks that school has to get in the way. I have to finish up a project, but it's difficult to do two 50%ers in one night, especially when you go road course to a different track completely. So I wish them the best of luck tonight.
Yeah, yeah, that second race should be really fun for everyone here tonight, everyone racing and watching at home. But I think I will hopefully look at the schedule here to see where we're at next week. Yeah, it will be Las Vegas next week, so obviously the site of a pretty crazy finish there for the championship race, which of course you were in the booth for. So yes, well, since you're not racing New Hampshire, I will ask you about Vegas. You have anything for that?
Probably not. I'm not strong at Vegas. If I can snap out a top 5, I'd be happy. But I've never been strong at Kansas or at Vegas, excuse me. So that's just gonna be a luck into position race for me. So we'll see. If I'm fast, then yay. If I'm not, then I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, we shall see what happens then. Congratulations on a very good third place finish, and we'll see you next week at Vegas.
All right. Thank you so much, Kylo.
All right, no problem. Yeah, and I think that will go ahead and end it for the post-race interviews for Mid-Ohio. So that way we can take a little bit of a breather before we get into New Hampshire here. So, yeah, final thoughts on the race. It pretty much ended the way I expected it to, or it pretty much played out the way I expected it to. It's a lot of close racing, a lot of contact, a lot of beating and banging, guys getting forced off the track, into the grass, into the gravel. But at the very end, it was the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr. and the 42 of Michael Fox duking it out for the win, and it was that 48 that took home another road course win and his 4th win of the season, pretty much further solidifying himself as a championship favorite. So thanks for joining us for the first race of our doubleheader at Mid-Ohio. Hopefully you can stick around and join us for race 2 at New Hampshire. So it should be an interesting race there. So going to take a bit of a break here. We'll return in a few minutes for that. So don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you in a few minutes at New Hampshire. So we'll see you then.